Hello students, let us take a look at the last question of exercise 8.2 of chapter 8 quadrilaterals. This is question number 7, wherein it's given that in my triangle ABC, I have angle C as 90 degrees. So obviously AB is the hypotenuse. Now MD is drawn such a way that M is the midpoint of AB and MD is parallel to BC. We need to prove that, we actually need to prove 3 points, that D is the midpoint of D is the midpoint of AC. We need to prove that MD is perpendicular to AC. So we need to prove that this is a right angle out here. Each of these, MDA and MDC is a right angle. And also we need to prove that CM is equal to MA, which is equal to half of AB. That is CM. So we will have to draw this construction CM, and which is equal to MA, which is half of AB. So let us see how we are going to prove this. So the first point, D is the midpoint of AC. If you notice in your triangle ABC, it's been given that M is the midpoint of AB and MD is parallel to BC. This is given. Therefore, through midpoint theorem, D is the midpoint of AC. Correct? About the second question, I'll show it to you right now because it's very simple. You have parallel lines MD and BC, and AD is your transversal, AC is your transversal, right? Therefore, what do you have? These two angles as corresponding angles, angle ADM and angle DCB, correct? Therefore, what can I say? These two angles are equal to each other, because we know that for parallel lines and transversal, the corresponding angles are equal. Now, this is already 90 degrees, which is given. Therefore, this will also be 90 degrees. To the third section, we'll see that later, because we will need to draw the construction. We'll write about the construction while we are solving the third section. So, let us just go ahead and prove the first two parts of your question. All right. So, I'll say prove. In triangle ABC, M is the midpoint of AB, this is given, and MD is parallel to BC, this is also given. Therefore, D is the midpoint of AC. How? Through midpoint theorem. So this implies that DA is equal to DC. Let's mark this as statement number 1, because we might need it while proving CM is equal to MA, which is equal to half of AB. We'll see that later, but for now just let's mark this as statement number 1. So we have proved the first part. Let's go ahead and prove MD is perpendicular to AC. So in my second part, I have MD is parallel to BC, this is given, and AC is the transversal, therefore what do I have? Therefore angle MDA is equal to angle BCD. Why? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles for parallel lines MD, BC and transversal AC. But angle BCA is equal to 90 degrees, which implies, this is given, that angle C is 90 degrees out here, correct? Which implies angle BCD is equal to 90 degrees. Why? Because D lies between A and C. So I'll give this equation number 2 and equation number 3. Correct? So from 2 and 3, what do I get? That angle MDA is equal to angle BCD, which is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, angle MDA is equal to angle BCD, which is equal to 90 degrees. Let's mark this as 4. Okay. Now, angle MDA plus angle MDC is equal to 180 degrees through linear pair axial. correct? Therefore, what do I have? Angle MDA is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees plus angle MDC is equal to 180 degrees, and I'll say from 4. From 4, what am I getting? That angle MDA is 90 degrees. Therefore, angle MDC is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees. Therefore, angle MDC is equal to 90 degrees. Correct? Let's mark this as 5. So, from 4 and 5, what do we have? That each of these angles here is 90 degrees. Correct? Therefore, what can I say? That MD is perpendicular to AC. So, let's write this down. Therefore, MD is perpendicular to AC, and I'll say from which two statements? From statement number 4 and 5. Let's mark this as 6, as we might need it later on. So now we need to prove that we have proved this section MD is perpendicular to AC. Now we need to prove that CM is equal to MA, which is half of AB. If you notice, MA is already half of AB. Why? Because it's been given that M is the midpoint of AB. So in some way we need to prove that CM. So let's draw this construction CM. We need to prove that CM is equal to MA. So let's see how we prove this. These two sides equal to each other. Obviously, we see two triangles out here. So let's see how can we prove them congruent, the two triangles, that is triangle MDA and MDC, and thereby prove that CM is equal to MA, MA in return, which in return is half of AB. So let's see, we have these two triangles out here. C, D, M and A. First of all, we prove that D is the midpoint out here. DA is equal to DC. Correct? So we'll take this from 1. From 1 we have DA is equal to DC. We have each of these angles as 90 degrees, which we have proved here, that MDA is 90 degrees and MDC is 90 degrees. Correct? MDA and MDC are 90 degrees. Also, this is the common side. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent to each other. That is, triangle MDA and MDC are congruent to each other by the side angle side test of congruence. Therefore, obviously, I can say that CM is equal to AM. Correct? Which now we know that M is the midpoint of AB. Therefore, M is half of AB. Obviously, CM is going to be equal to half of AB. Let's go ahead and write this proof. So, for my third section, let's write down about a construction. So, I'll say construction, join or draw CM. So, now in triangle, which are my triangles? MDA and MDC. I have MD is equal to MD I'll say common side. Then I have angle MDA is equal to angle MDC. Each is equal to 90 degrees from which points? 4 and 5. And I have DA is equal to DC. This is from statement number 1. Therefore, triangle MDA is congruent to triangle MDC through side angle side test of congruence. Therefore, I have MA or AM is equal to CM. Correct? But what do I need to prove? That CM is equal to MA. So, instead of MA out here, I am just going to write MA. Correct? Because AM and MA are the same. First of all, this is through corresponding pair of congruent triangles. Therefore, MA is equal to CM. Correct? Let's mark this as statement number 7. But CM is equal to half of AB. Why? Because CM, AM is equal to half of AB. Why? Because M is the midpoint of AB. Let's mark this as 8. So what do you get from 7 and 8? That's just one moment. This is MA. Correct? MA is half of AB because M is the midpoint of AB. Therefore, what can I say? Therefore, MA is equal to CM, which is equal to half of AB from 7 and 8. So let us just write this down according to what is required. I need to prove that CM is equal to MA, which is equal to half of AB. So we'll just shuffle these two. Therefore, CM is equal to MA, which is equal to half of AB. Hence, we have proved the third section as well. So please take a look at this question. Also, there is an important construction over here where you draw CM. This was about the last question of exercise 8.2. We'll take a look at the summary in the next video. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.